Hello and welcome to the Bees TV discussion, the only show on social media that discusses everything Brentford and everything Championship. This week, Brentford went up to Craven Cottage to face the mighty Fulham in a clash that saw everyone watching. It was our first game back, but we did perform and it was a fantastic performance from us. It was actually quite tight in the middle of the game. It was a game where we both had good periods of play. We both had good pieces of possession. And in the end, it just led up to 2 goals right at the death for Brentford. The first, a fantastic team goal coming from Said Benrahma from a ball from Christian Norgard that led up to Emilio Marcondes, who slipped it in with a beautiful cross to Said Benrahma, who was able to stick it in at the back post. The second coming from a corner that led to Joel Valencia charging down the line, who passed it to Said Benrahma, who crossed it into Emiliano Marcondes. Emiliano Marcondes putting it away eventually, giving Brentford the win and giving Brentford the 3 points. Overall, the game was quite tight. A good few shots by Fulham, a good few shots coming particularly from Bobby D. Cordova-Reid and Harrison Reed, one hitting the post and one just missing the frame. Overall, what was key to see in Brentford's game was the fantastic pressing that we had, which is a testament to all of the good work that Brentford have done over lockdown, training themselves, keeping fit, and that's what made it able for us to keep continuing this high and constant press, squeezing the life out of the Fulham defence, not letting them leave their own half. Overall, we could see right from the get-go, Matthias Jensen was unfortunately having a lackluster performance. He wasn't playing up to the normal Matthias Jensen standard we know, fizzing balls from everywhere, seeing those passes. In the game, he was seeing those passes. We could see that his vision and his intent was clear. However, his accuracy and output was unfortunately not present. He had the right ideas, it was just his performance. And what we could see from him, it was just off. Brentford played a game that was consistently lively in the final third. Passes coming everywhere, linking up into play, looking to seek a gap in the Fulham defence. Our man who performed terrifically in pre-season, Tariq Fosu, who also had a brilliant game with a few really good dribbles and a nice shot that just missed the frame of the net. Josh De Silva's performance was also quite interesting. I thought it was quite an average performance. He didn't have his best ever game, but nevertheless it was still a consistent performance, which saw Josh De Silva making some good dribbles, some good passes, an overall consistent performance. Not the best, but it was acceptable. The most important thing from the game actually came from our backline. We can see how much our backline improved from that fantastic performance from the defence. Special credits to our whole backline, all 5 of them, including David Raya, who put on a beautiful performance. Dalsgaard making some important interceptions, and Pontus Jansson being there, sacrificing his body on the line, making headers, making some good tackles and blocks, which eventually led us to victory. It's also important to note that it was Pontus Jansson dealing with the top scorer of the league, Aleksandar Mitrovic. Mitrovic on 23 goals, of course he had to be dealt with, and of course we put trust in our captain, Pontus Jansson, and he dealt with him phenomenally, making sure that he didn't get clean headers, not good shots off the ball, not clear-cut opportunities. Ollie Watkins also had a great game from a defensive perspective, him driving really, really deep to support the defence on Fulham counter-attacks, and he was getting in there, getting in the press, and it's exactly what we like to see at Brentford Football Club. Eventually, we saw the great decision by Thomas Frank, which made him bring off the poorly performing Matthias Jensen from a potent Emiliano Marcondes. People don't have a lot of trust in Emiliano Marcondes, and I can tell you, I was looking for him to come on actually a bit earlier, because we've seen from January, when Marcondes has come back from Denmark, his movement on and off the ball has been incredible. His dribbling, his crossing, that midfield play that we really needed today, he was the one who provided it. And of course, that led to the 2 goals that he was involved in. He was the one who created it. A great show from Marcondes and a good decision by Thomas Frank. Around the grounds, what else happened in the Championship? Birmingham held West Bromwich Albion to a goalless draw. Leeds lost to Cardiff City at the Cardiff City Stadium 2-0 after goals coming from Junior Hoylett and Robert Glatzel from a mistake each from Leeds players Calvin Phillips and Liam Cooper. Leeds not having a great first day back in the Championship with 2 mistakes already that led to a loss. Can they still retain their top 2 automatic positions? Elsewhere, Sheffield Wednesday scored a late equaliser in the 90 plus 3rd minute to equalise against Nottingham Forest from a corner. This means that Brentford were the only team in the top 6 to get a win and get all of the 3 points. Now, what does this mean for Brentford going on? It means that we can push on and get the automatics. Obviously, we see that the other teams haven't adapted as much in the Championship. They haven't adapted to coming back, especially the top 6, bar us. So, looking to West Bromwich Albion on Friday, we can get stuck in there and we can perform because no one else seems to be performing. We can just get in there, do the job, come out, get the 3 points and look to go for automatic promotion. I think even we can win the whole Championship. We can. People, you don't believe me, we can win the whole Championship because we've got a team that is coached by Thomas Frank with great players, with great scouting from our directors of football, Rasmus Ankersen and Phil Giles. We can win the Championship. As long as the top 2 make mistakes, which they are already going to do and they're inevitably going to do, we just have to keep our performance like we did today, continue our momentum and take the win. Every time. Thank you for watching today's episode of Bees TV. We're available everywhere on Spotify, YouTube and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe, drop a follow and keep updated for our next videos. Thank you for watching Bees TV. I've been your host Rajan Semi and goodbye.